Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is growing from believing to knowing. I say it that way because I want you to understand things, man. One of the most powerful things in this world is, of course, believing, You can recite something over and over, and until you believe it, it's useless. Nothing is gonna change, It's like repetition is one of the easiest way to start believing things, Like, think about it for a second. Some of the goals that you have, let's say, I always use this example. Let's just say you're married to the person of your dream, or, you're a millionaire, or you have amazing health. Any of those three that I declare for you every single day. Now, first, as you hear me say that, or if you start saying that for yourself, let's just say, you barely got a job, or you don't have a job, you're unemployed, So to really believe that, hey, you are a millionaire or you're married to the person of your dream can seem very far-fetched, However, it's like the more you say it, and you say it consistently, day in, day out, doing the affirmation at least 10 or 15 minutes a day in front of the mirror. At first, you don't believe these things, people, even when you hear it. But what happens is, over time, whatever you hear consistently over and over and over again, day in, day out, after a while, what happens is your mind start to believe that it's possible. So you go from being a non-believer to believing that, this is possible. I could possibly do this. So you have a certain level of belief right there, in the sense that you believe that, you could do this. And you'll start finding your language change, where you start talking about yourself in the third person, where you be like, one day I could do this. One day that could be me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you start to project that it is a possibility. Now, the cool thing is that the more you consistently, even then, continue to recite these affirmations or declarations for your life, and you keep what happens is, as over time, is that your belief in the words you're saying starts to increase, because your repetition of saying these affirmations start to bring about action that leads you to believe that it is possible. And it's like the more you say it, you watch yourself graduate to where it's like, okay, you get to the point where you be like, not only you're not talking about it in the future tense as much anymore, but you be like, okay, you know what, you embrace the fact that, hey, you are or can have these things, these affirmations or declarations in your life. And what happened is you continue to keep on reciting, keep on going every single day. At some point, people, it gets to the point where you have seen enough changes in your life to where not only do you believe that it's possible, but it gets to a point where you actually know that it is possible. Not because it's physically manifested in front of you at the moment, but you know that it's possible because you've seen enough growth in yourself and your surrounding to confirm your understanding that, hey, this is not just something I believe anymore, but I'm actually going to do these things. And that's what that looks like, people, is that everybody starts off at some point being an unbeliever, because it's so drastically different than what you currently possess. But just realize and know that the great things that you speak about yourself, that you shall and will manifest in your life, is that just know that as long as you're consistent and you're diligent and you affirm these things and declare these things over your life every single day, then just know that at some point it's going to get to the point where you no longer just believe it from a third person standpoint, or believe it even more. You get to the point where you actually know that the things that you're saying out of your mouth is already manifested, because you understand that it's manifested first, everything in the spirit, and that's a powerful realization for yourself, to be able to identify that, because when you know that you have actually already manifested in the spirit, then you know it's just a matter of time when it shall be manifested in this 3D world or the flesh, you know? So with that being said, people, I want you to figure out and see what that journey looks like for you. I want you to see the things that you want to see manifested in your life and really watch your transition to see yourself go from being a non-believer of the things that you're saying that you want for yourself, i.e. the three decorations that I have every day over your life. You know, you can adapt those for yourself. If you haven't been doing it, declare those for yourself every day, you know, because it's not even about the money, people. Is that, you know, I think it was Bob Proctor that says is that what does it's not about the money, but what it make out for you. Your ability to develop the habits that will actually manifest that is what makes you. That's the whole point, is to develop yourself to the point where you can actually attain the things that you're affirming every single day, because you have to become a new person in order for that to happen. That's the whole idea behind setting goals. Is set goals not just for the end result, but for being the amazing person that you have to be in order to have those things or maintain having those things, people. With that being said, man, listen, I'm going to pause it there. I want you to go from being a non-believer to believing in the things that you say you want, and getting to the point where you know you will accomplish, or actually you already accomplished the things you want in the spirit, and you just diligently working every day to see it manifested in the flesh. That's the new perspective I want you to adapt, people. With that being said, my declaration over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and you are in the best shape of your life. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God that resides in both you and me, man, will continue to really shape you and mold you into being the person that you need to be. I also pray, people, for you to have infinite knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, people, to not just see things on the surface, but to be able to see behind the obvious. You know what I'm saying? I pray for foresight to be able to, you know, see and use your imagination, man, to create the amazing life that you want for yourself. With that being said, people, y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.